friends, and welcome to the Saitama Stacker channel. Hey, my name's Dean, and I'm having a better day today. So I'll jump into that a little bit more. We might as well just get it out of the way. So I just have to say thank you to you as a community for your kindness, for your understanding, and for being supportive when you really could have been brutal. And there are YouTube influencers who also really could have just been honest. I mean, the honest part of it is brutal enough, but you've been kind and you've been very supportive, and I appreciate that. It means a lot to me. Those of you who said the obvious, like who could be so stupid, trust me, I feel the same way. So I just want to say thank you. I'm going to talk about fundamentals today. I'm going to give you a little bit of good news, though it doesn't have anything to do with the price. And I'm also going to keep some of my commitments here this week to give back to the Saitama Stacker community. So let's start with fundamentals. We'll get into a little bit in the middle and talk reflections at the end, just kind of standard format. Okay. So first of all, we currently have 253,960 holders of Saitama. That's an increase of 1,380 over yesterday. Our rank per our market cap and CoinGecko's top 100 listing would rank us at number 83. We are down about $70 million in our market cap from yesterday to today, which equates to a price pullback currently at 70438. Okay. We did see an uptick in the volume. I think this is a couple of things. It's people maybe feeling a little bit panicky and wanting to move their money to safe havens. And at the same time, people looking at this as a bargain opportunity. I, for one, especially based on what went down, want to get my position back to 1 trillion tokens. So I'm going to fight to get my way back there. And I started by liquidating some of my non-docs token positions, and I put it straight in yesterday. And I'll show you that when I do my reflections, okay? So what this means when we have a declining price against an increasing volume is we're going to see better reflections and we're going to see better burn. The current burn wallet ownership is 55.88%. The burn speedometer would suggest that it would take 30 days to burn 1% at the current volume and market cap. That would be the equivalent of about 12% of the total token, starting with the original 100 quadrillion in a year being burned. And in the last 24 hours, we've burned 14.5 trillion tokens. Okay. So that's the bright side of a declining price with pretty strong volume, is better reflections and a increase in the burn. All right. I'm going to find, well, let's just take this one. This is a happy screen. Okay. So this gentleman here, actually right here in the maroon beanie, is Terry Briggs. He lists himself as an entrepreneur, mentor, deal maker. He lists Saitama in his description here. It says he's into crypto NFTs. And so he is somebody who Russell was meeting with back in the end of October. Seems to have a lot of business savvy. I'm not 100% sure how he fits in with the Saitama team, though. It did show him he's got a tweet showing himself in a strategy session with the development team right here, going back to the first part of November. There's Michael Thompson and Russell and Gabriel. So he put together an event to feed the homeless. And Russell, who's Saitama Guru, and Michael Thompson, who's Saitama Builder 1, donated the money to do that. And so it's just a demonstration of the people at the top of the project doing good things. Okay, we can't control every aspect of the project. The CERTIC audit We'll be done when it's done, hopefully soon. We need some good news, honestly. But this is really should be an example for all of us. It doesn't really matter how much money we have or what the price of Saitama is. What happened to me yesterday, that should not affect how I treat the world and my ability to give back and try to help other people. So just being kind, helping where we can. We don't always have the money to do it, but there's other ways that we can serve people. So I thought that was good news for the Saitama project, today. That happened today. So just a little bit of good news. Like I say, it doesn't affect the price, but it just, again, is kind of a demonstration of why I'm supportive of the development team. I've seen them do these things in the past with schools and giving back. So I appreciate that. And Terry Briggs, props to you for setting that up. All right. Now, I've talked in the past about, I don't do YouTube as a job, but when you do achieve a certain number of subscribers and views, then you do receive monetary compensation for ads on your videos. And so I've said early on that I would give back a portion of that to the audience. And it just so happens to turn out that my account was all screwed up with Google payments. It was difficult. I had a really old one and that created some problems. I had to delete account and add account. Nonetheless, today, November 22nd, is the first day that I've ever received a payment from YouTube. And I'm going to be giving a portion of that back. It won't be a lot because it isn't a lot, but I'll do a couple $100 of Saitama tokens in another live stream that we'll try to do later this week. I'll try to do it before Thanksgiving, but there's a lot of things going on. But I promise by the end of the week, I will do that. Now, I know it sounds strange to give away tokens when I already gave away tokens foolishly, but it's a commitment that I made and I'm always going to keep my commitments. Okay. Along with that, several of you have reached out to me and asked if you can help me to buy back my position, that you would like to donate tokens. And that's very, very kind, but I'm not going to ask anybody to help me pay for my own mistake. Okay. I wasn't hacked. I wasn't, nobody went in and directly tapped my funds. It was my own mistake. So I need to own that and I need to take responsibility for it and move forward. So you guys hang on to your tokens. If you want to do something nice for me, it's the week of Thanksgiving. Do something nice for your community and tweet it and tag me. So that would be lovely. I think that would be amazing. All right, folks, I'm going to show you my reflections. And somebody actually asked, and since I did the same thing, I'm going to try to figure this out. But I had my remaining tokens. And then yesterday I took some of my non-docs tokens, sold them off, and purchased Saitama, an additional 122 billion tokens. And so I'm going to try to figure out a way in the spreadsheet, and I've got it done here. I just want to test it for a few days and see how it would work. But a place to write down your additional purchases that will accumulate those and then deduct them from your total rewards so that you're only seeing your reflections and your rewards and not your additional purchase tokens. So this seems to be working, but it's not a perfect system, and I don't know if I'll be able to create a perfect system. But let me pilot this one for a couple of days and mess around with it. If I can get something that works, I'll give it away to the community. All right. With that being said, in the last 24 hours, my reflections of Saitama are 130,842,000 free tokens. Okay, I feel extra grateful for those today because I'm building back towards my goal. All in total, in my new tracker, tracking since yesterday, I've received 131 million Saitama tokens. If you want to learn more about the reflections, go to the saitamatoken.com website, and under ecosystem, there's a little blurb describing it. Okay, basically 2% of every buy or sell transaction gets held out almost as like a fee or a tax, and then gets distributed to the holders of Saitama as a reward for hodling and hanging in there. So folks, I hope you're having an amazing day. Please check back with me tomorrow. We will watch our Saitama stacks grow together. Peace and love.